That's the president's right-hand man, the director of bridges.
Die-Hardman?
Oh, you were with Bridges One? So, I guess no introductions are necessary.
What's it been, Sam? 10 years?
What is the price of loyalty? Can it be measured monetarily? Will the sum of your achievements and sins directly contribute to bettering your life? Or is it a double-edged sword, one that could lead to a content soul and never-ending nightmare in equal measure? For Die-Hardman, it's everything. The weight of his guilt, his reason for going on, and a prime example of how it can effectively transform a man. Spoilers follow for some of the core plot points of Death Stranding, so beware. Voiced by Tommie Earl Jenkins, Die-Hardman was always one of the most intriguing characters from his initial reveal. As the director of Bridges, he dons a skull mask that only shows the emotions in his eyes. The initial impression could be frightening, but that's not how he comes across after the first meeting. After Sam's disastrous corpse disposal mission sees him awakening in Capital Knot City, he meets the director before conferring with his adoptive mother and President of the United Cities of America, Bridget Strand.
The president made a contract with you.
What are you talking about?
As a member of Bridges, you're gonna work with the rest of us to rebuild America.
You think you can recruit me? Like she tried to?
Well, she succeeded. Look at your wrist. If that's not symbolic, I don't know what is.
After Strand's passing, Die-Hardman tasks Sam with incinerating her corpse before it's necrotized and results in a void out. Upon his return, with BB-28 serving as his dedicated bridge baby, the director reveals a new mission for Sam, rescuing Amelie, his adoptive sister. She led an expedition to expand the chiral network to the west, and though it mostly went well since her dooms allowed for avoiding BTs, she was eventually captured by the separatist Homo demons led by Higgs. Upon her return, she'll assume the presidency of the UCA and ideally continue Bridget's dream. Of course, Sam is completely unaware that Amelie and Bridget are the same person, that she's the one ordering Higgs around, or her role as an extinction entity who wants to enact the last stranding, the permanent annihilation of all living things. After accepting the mission, Sam provides status reports to Die-Hardman, who also guides him on subsequent objectives to pursue. As for the mask, it's noted to be for hiding burns on his face, though this is also revealed to be a lie. However, that's far from his worst secret, especially regarding bridge babies. The BB experiments began at some unknown point in time to learn more about the Death Stranding, and if nothing else, they could help detect the mysterious beached things causing catastrophes around the world. The initial experiments ended in disaster, with the UCA president dying in a void out. Bridget Strand would take over the presidency, and the BB experiments were subsequently banned, at least officially. Unofficially, they continued. Bridges were now in charge, and with their connection to the world of the dead, Bridget could use them in her grand vision to rebuild America with the chiral network, which was also a lie since connecting the country via the chiral network would further her true agenda, link all the beaches and trigger the last stranding. At the time, Die-Hardman served as Bridget's bodyguard and a special advisor, but that wasn't always the case. He served in the US Special Forces as John Blake McLean. Cliff Unger, Sam's father, was his captain and a person that he was fiercely loyal to. The name Die-Hardman was bestowed upon John for his extraordinary survival abilities, though he always attributed this more to Cliff's efforts. He would eventually reunite with his captain at the Bridges facility for the BB experiments years after. The latter admitted his pregnant wife Lisa, who suffered brain damage from an accident. To ensure the survival of his unborn son, Cliff admitted Lisa into Bridges. Their son was eventually born and kept inside a BB pod, with which his father would lovingly interact. Unfortunately, everything would crumble to pieces. Bridget lied to Cliff about her plans for the BB, and it was John who revealed that it would be transported somewhere else against his father's wishes. Due to his loyalty, he promised to deactivate the security systems in Lisa's room, thus allowing Cliff a chance to escape with the BB. Things quickly go wrong though. After euthanizing his wife since her life support couldn't be turned off, Cliff was wounded when attempting to flee with the BB. Eventually, he barricaded himself in Lisa's room with no way out. John, who previously warned Cliff that he would have to kill him if ordered to do so, pleaded with his former captain for the BB. Bridget ordered her troops to shoot Cliff, but upon retrieving the BB pod, it was revealed to be empty. John was ordered to shoot Cliff, but couldn't do so, causing Bridget to pull the trigger. As Cliff lay dying, it's revealed that he had removed the BB from its pod, and it had also been killed. Of course, this wasn't to be, as Amelie revived it from the beach and caused the events that led to the Death Stranding. Since he could no longer function as a Bridge baby due to repatriation, the BB was adopted by Bridget and became her son, Sam Porter Bridges. As for John, he would fake his death and take on his nickname Die-Hardman as his new identity to avoid any connection to Cliff's demise. The mask was meant to conceal his face, and he went on loyally working with Bridget, despite being racked with guilt over the death of the man who saved his life countless times. Die-Hardman eventually arrives on Amelie's beach after the last stranding commences. Now knowing of her role as an extinction entity, he seeks to stop her, but is himself halted by the sudden appearance of Cliff. It's through his revolver that Sam is eventually able to return from his beach, thanks to the efforts of Hartman and Mama's soul.
Remember, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
A month after the last stranding is halted, Die-Hardman is inducted as President of the United States of America. However, by this point, Sam learns of his role in Cliff's death. He had seen flashbacks of the same through his connections with Lou. Die-Hardman, sans the mask, breaks down in tears and believes there's no atoning for what he's done. Though he believes that Cliff brought him back to continue being Die-Hardman, Sam disagrees, however. Nobody wants a president who acts like they're immortal. And if you're not scared of death, how can you value life? He returns John's revolver, telling him, "The old ways die hard." But that's what's necessary to come together and build a better America. That gun won't help you here. That's her words, not mine, he said before leaving as John seemingly discovers for the first time since those haunting events, the path to redemption.
And yeah, the old ways die hard. But that's what's gonna have to happen if we're gonna come together and build a better America. That gun won't help you here. That's her words, not mine.
Of course, that doesn't even begin to describe what his potential role in Death Stranding 2 on the beach could be. With the UCA rebuilt and the nation connected, but Amelie still very much alive on her own beach, how will he get involved? Will he continue guiding Sam, who ventures to Australia to help reconnect it? Is he still carrying the guilt from Cliff's death? And is there a potential connection with Neil, the new character? We'll find out when the sequel launches on June 26th for PS5. But if Die-Hardman's tale serves any purpose, it's of the highs and many lows of loyalty. Hey, did you know that we at GamingBolt upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.